Frankie Valli. Now, I talked about him the other day, and there have been tons of videos going around on TikTok. I mean, they're close-up videos of Frankie attempting to lip sync to his songs. And I do have to apologize. I said I always confused Frankie Valli and Frankie Avalon. Did you not? I always did. Always did. I said beauty school dropout Frankie Valli sang that, and somebody, came back and said, no, it was Frankie Avalon did it. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't say I was sorry. I should have, but I said, oh, I forgot because I did. I always confused the two. Why? Because they're both named Frankie, right? But anyway, Frankie Valli did Grease. He did not do beauty school dropout. So these videos going around on TikTok don't put Frankie Valli in the best light. They don't. He's trying to mouth the words, and I mean, he's barely opening his mouth. So first of all, I think putting that out there, first and foremost, is just mean. Like, why would you even, like, I didn't need to know that. But then now that I knew it, I'm like, I have to talk about it. But I feel bad, because I like Frankie Valli. Frankie Valli's 90. Let me share a picture of Frankie to make sure he's there so you can see that. So at 90, he looks pretty good. I mean, again, these videos did not make him look so good. And I had also made a comment, as many others did. I made a comment, I don't know, the other day or last week or whatever, and said, I think it's mean them making Frankie go out on stage. And clearly he's just not capable of putting on a full show like that. And by seeing those just little snippets of videos, to me, I still stand behind that. It just didn't look like he was, I don't want to say good enough, but the fact that, it just wasn't good enough. Really, how else do you put it? Fans are still, I don't care if it's $10 a ticket or $100 a ticket, they're still taking the time to go out and see you. And all right, was it good? I don't know. I haven't been to a Frankie Valli show. Let me know in the comments if you've seen him recently. And if you enjoyed the show, then great. But the way people are portraying him and showing him, it just doesn't look like he should be doing it. What am I going to say? Well, I'm going to sit here and lie and say, oh my gosh, it was so good. No, it really, the little bit I've seen, it just didn't look great. Okay. And so this is from people.com. And he said that nobody has ever made me do anything I didn't want to do. Now, I don't know if he's been out for a long time. It feels like he just popped back up. I remember seeing that he did some shows last year, maybe, but all of a sudden, here's Frankie Valli. So this past week, he did go viral because of all of these videos, and the videos were sparking concern about what they were seeing. Now, on September 30th, he told People, I know there has been a lot of stuff on the internet about me lately, so I wanted to clear the air. I'm blessed to be 90 years old and still be doing what I love to do. And as long as I am able and audiences want to come and see me, I'm going to be out there performing as always. I absolutely love what I do. And I know we put on a great show because our fans are still coming out in force and the show still rocks. And he added, how do we do the show? The Four Seasons sound was always about layering vocals and instruments. We use our 60 years of experience, so we sound like the records. There's no way he would sound like the record. There's nobody today is going to sound like they did in 1985. Nobody. I do have to say John Waite sounds great though. I'm just throwing that out there. And I'm sure there are other artists too, but I've seen him and he sounds great. And I like what he did. He just does it acoustic. He sounds so good, except for when he was on tour just recently over the summer. But anyway, I have singers who sing great arrangements, everything. I get a chuckle from the comments wondering if someone is forcing me to go on stage. Nobody's ever made me do anything I didn't want to do. I plan to be doing shows as long as I can, delivering that great Four Seasons sound. Like that line in Jersey Boys, I'm like that bunny on TV that just keeps going and going and going, chasing the music. And there's a picture of the Four Seasons. Of course, you got ads popping up. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So again, like the article says, the videos that were swirling around on TikTok, he was, lip syncing, singing during December 1963. Oh, what a night. One person said he needs to rest, and somebody else called it sad. I think I said it was sad the last time I talked about it. I think I did, because that's how I felt after I saw that video. And there was another clip for a separate song he sang called Bye Bye Baby, Baby goodbye. He missed some of the lyrics. That's one of the ones I did see, prompting speculation of lip syncing. Somebody else says he looked exhausted. He's 90. What do you want him to look like at 90? Jeez Louise. I mean, come on, really. I'm tired thinking about he's 90. Do I look tired? I do. Sometimes I really feel very tired and I'm not 90. So he just celebrated his 90th birthday in May. He keeps an active performance schedule. He's booked through April of next year. And he's also got some Vegas residencies lined up for next year. And there was a picture just recently where Lenny Kravitz bumped into Frankie at the airport. Now, Lenny looks good. Lenny's 60. He looks really good. And he shared a selfie of him and himself and Frankie on Sunday, September 29th, saying that just ran into the legendary Frankie Valli at the airport. Nothing but respect for you, sir. Endless hits and still touring at 90 years young. Love. And yeah, and look at that. Can you guys still see that? Let me just say, yep, there we go. So pretty cool. Now, Frankie looks really good there. I mean, I think it's a little filtered, but it's pretty cool. Oh, okay. So there was some stuff going on with him and his son. I do remember reading this. So the TikTok controversy comes only a few months after Frankie filed a restraining order against his son, Francesco, who's 36. And that restraining order is good for 3 years. That's pretty bad. So on April 29th, an LA judge signed off on an order of protection for Frankie against his son Emilio and his son Emilio against Francesco. Oh, so Frankie and his son Emilio have protection against his son and his brother Francesco, who must not contact either Valli or Emilio and must stay 100 yards away from their homes and workplaces. So Emilio, who's 29, recently told somebody, and they're in documents that People magazine got, that he and his dad feared for their safety after Francesco attempted to forcibly enter his father's property back in April. And while waiting for the police to arrive after he attempted to break into the home, Francesco repeatedly physically threatened to harm or I don't think I can say that. It's so many things we can't say anymore about both Frankie and Emilio. Something the family said was part of a pattern for the past several months. And Frankie is married to former CBS marketing executive Jackie Jacobs, who's 61. So she's like 29 years younger than Frankie. Woo! Good for you. Good for you. And they just got married last June. Like, why? I'm sorry. Like, to me, it's just like, I'm going to be 90. Why do I want to do that? I'll just be by myself. I'll just get a dog and a cat, maybe a bird, and just talk to them. I'm just, some people have to. They just don't want to be alone. Would you get married if you were 90? Like, would you literally do that? Would you say, you know what, I'm 90, I'm alone, I'm going to get married again? Or maybe for the first time? I wouldn't. I'm just throwing it out there. So, Al, you have nothing to worry about.